Africa, an estimated 60 to 80 million people are living with disabilities today. School enrollment for the disabled is estimated at no more than 5 to 10%.
It is important as children with disabilities and as girls to be able to talk. As children with disabilities, we know how we feel. That's why it is important for us to be heard.
When I got polio, I lost my friends. My parents left me while they worked on the farm. I was alone.
Girls with disability in my community who are not at school fall pregnant to men. The men deny responsibility. The girls are left to deal with this alone.
The teachers called an assembly for all the pupils in the school and said, "This is a friend of yours. She's now one of the members of the school, so consider her one of your friends too. Don't be afraid of her. She's like you. Her condition is not a risk." So from then, they started playing with me. I started to become happy. I started having friends.
I think it is important for children with disability like the hearing impaired and vision impaired to go to school.
For many, begging becomes a sole means of survival. The number of people living with disabilities in Africa is increasing.
Have you ever taken time to think about what it takes to teach a child with disability, especially that one with no limbs, to do things like writing, dressing up, and eating? Lawrence Ntabazi was born without arms. This has not deterred the 8-year-old from doing the things every child his age does. Ntabazi is a pupil at the Kampala School of the Physically Handicapped and is now in Primary 3. He has teachers who are trained to use unique instructional methods, learning aids and equipment to meet his needs and those of other children who are just like him.
We try to counsel the children and their caretakers to know that now they've gotten such and such a problem and they cannot be able to use their hands, because if they don't have the hands, then we are not going to get the hands from somewhere else. So that means that means they are going to use whatever they have that is present to compensate for.
Most African countries have no mental health policy programs. It is estimated that of those aged 0 to 9 years, about 3% suffer from mental disorder. There is no money to fund mental institutions. Children with cognitive disabilities may develop slower than other children in terms of speaking, walking, and taking care of themselves. About 25 to 33% of children are born with mental disabilities. The cause is unknown. This film is dedicated to millions of children with disabilities who cannot access education due to physical and policy legislative barriers.